Hi and welcome to my channel. Today's video is about the 5 steps to build your business. Um, I will be covering the 5 essential steps that you need in place before you set up your business and even before you start generating any money. The future of your marketing depends on being clear about each foundational step. So let's just get started. Step number 1, the why. Why are you starting a business? There are so many reasons why you may want to start a business. It could be because you dislike your current job, you desire more free time, because you will you may have aging parents that you need to be taking care of. So you need that flexibility. You still need to work, but you need that flexibility. You would like to spend more time with your children, even if they are young adults, but they still need, they still around, living at home, or even if they're in college. You hate the long commute. I know many people have long commutes, depending, where they live. Or salary isn't enough and you would like to have a side business, not necessarily going full time with a job, with a business, but having a side business so you have that extra income. But you need to be clear about the why for yourself and your clients. What is the mission of your business to exist? Whatever that is, it will always keep it present in your mind, because there's going to be time where you're going to be questioning yourself, like, why did I decide to start business? This is too hard. It's so frustrating. I'm trying so hard and nothing seems to be working. We all go through those moments, but when you go through those moments, this is when it's so essential for you to go to your why and see. And then maybe by looking at reading, thinking about the why, or just reading it, if you have written it down, it's like, well, you know what, I think it's still worth it. I'm gonna stay in the game. I'm just gonna get help or whatever that is, get the clarity that you need, but still worth it, and not throw the towel. So this is why you need to keep it in mind, present in your mind. Also, the why, this come from the reasons or what motivate you to do the work that you do. For me, my business why is that I like to help women move from overwhelm, to having a clear path to grow their business and create their dream life. I'm passionate about that, because that is also what I wanted to do, and I want for other women to start their business, become more entrepreneurial, build more empowerment. We need women to be empowered and be in more decision making positions. Even as an entrepreneur, a leader of an industry. My personal why, well, that one is quite easy. I want more freedom and flexibility. I like to travel. I currently split my time between Puerto Rico and the UK, and if it wasn't for having my own business, I wouldn't be able to do that. Even though I'm also now having a job, but it's one that I also have flexibility that allows me to do what I like to do, which is travel between two countries and taking time off when I need to. So for me, freedom of choice is essential, because the income that I generate is what is gonna give me that freedom of choice. Step number 2, what sets you apart? Very important also. All these 5 steps are all very, well, they're essential, period. That's what that is. It's your expertise and your unique way of helping people. Your perspective is what you bring to the table. You always want to bring your perspective to the table. You don't want to be sitting on the sidelines, because that is what makes you different. We are all unique. I could be sitting next to 5 business coaches, and we're all gonna have a different view on how to solve a problem. We'll have different perspective. We're all gonna bring something different to the table. That is what makes us unique. What is the best way to help people? We're all gonna do it differently. It's not that one is gonna be better than the other. This is not about competition. This is about what resonates with you. There could be 5 business coaches sitting together. We're gonna bring a different perspective, each one, but one is gonna resonate with someone. It might be myself. It could be the next one sitting next to me, and that is what is this all about. Potential clients wants to see that you are an expert in what they are seeking help with. We all do. Even if you are being the client and not the business owner, you are seeking help on something. You want to find someone who is an expert on what it is that you are looking for, what you need help with. They want to see that you have a strong opinion and you can about the way you can help them. Being clear about what sets you apart will help you accomplish just that. So don't be afraid about to voice your opinion and what you think is the best way to do something, to help to get results. The results that you bring to the table. Be strong about it. Don't water down your message, because that, instead of helping you, is gonna it's gonna get you out of the race in a way. So also, why potential clients should work with you instead of others. We all have something that sets us apart from everyone else. Answer these questions. That could be having a different idea of service, what features your practice you have in your practice that sets you apart. What benefits can you promise that others do not? Why should a potential client work with you? You need to answer all those questions and write them down, because it's very important again. So step number 3, know your target audience. But this step is, I will explain it a little bit different than most people talk about it, because most of the time when they say, oh, you need to know your target audience, you need to know who's your ideal client, most of the time what people say is go and build, know about demographics, have this client avatar and all that paraphernalia that we don't, it's good to know, but it's not exactly it's not the starting point of knowing your audience. That's basically what I'm trying to say. This step is about finding what the problem that you want to solve. That is what this is about. Finding what problem you want to solve. Then it will become clear who has that problem. Focus on the problem to solve instead of the person. And I have a tip for you that will help you do that. Your target audience should be a past or present version of yourself, or at least people you understand very well and you have a deep interest in serving, and you can easily gather information about their needs and desires. And the best example I can give you is, if you were struggling with something and you find out the solution to that, and then you are automatically 2 or 3 steps ahead of some people that are wanting to do the same thing or similar thing. That is one of the biggest lessons I got. And it's so simple, but most people talk to you about client avatars and demographics and all those things, which yes, they help, but they are not your starting point. Your starting point is the problem, what problem you want to solve. Then the people will come. That you will have clarity on who is the people that needs that. And usually it's a past version of yourself or your present. It could be, if it's like a present version of yourself, let's say you have the latest iPhone and you want to take kick-ass photographs, but you already figure out how to do that. So you are a step again ahead. You just figure that out, and now you're going to teach that to other people. So that's your present. You struggle with that, you got the solution. Now you got the people who want to take kick-ass photograph with the latest iPhone. So that is what knowing your audience is all about. Step number 4, validate your idea. In this step, you already know what the problem you solve, who you want to work with, and how you want to help them. So always do the research to validate what you think about your niche, about your target audience, or your ideal client, whichever way you want to call it. A common mistake is to skip this step and make assumptions about the service, what service to offer to solve the problem without really knowing whether there is a need for it. And even more, is also the problem could be there, but people may not be willing to pay to solve the problem. And you and I have problems that sometimes, like, well, it's something that bothers you, but it doesn't bother you enough to pay someone to solve the problem for you. And so you have to make sure that the problem that you want to solve, people are willing to pay for, do anything. If it keeps them up at night, they will be willing to do anything, pay anything to get it solved. And that is the type of problem you want to work with. By skipping this step, it will take you longer to grow your business. So make sure that even if you are like, I don't know, you've been in business for a year and a half, even 6 months, and you find yourself struggling, validate, go back to what you think you want, the problem that you want to solve. Talk to people, just talk to people. Get into coffee chats, virtual coffee chats, or it could be, present, offline. Facebook, social media, ask questions, put surveys out there, market research. There's always people willing to help. Let's put it that way. So talk to people you want to help and find out there is a need. Ask them what they are struggling with, like I already said, what they need, what they want, and tell them about your ideas. Have a conversation with them and pick their brains and make sure that what you are thinking of creating is something they actually need. The feedback that you receive from that is vital for your copywriting, because the way they will talk to you is exactly what you are to you, so it will resonate with them. So again, don't miss this step. Your business really depends on it. It truly does. Our last step is step 5, and it's messaging. Talk to people. Talk to people in an easy way to understand, that, and people can relate to. Again, when you do your research and you start talking to people and they start telling you about the problem that they have, which is the one that you want to solve, the language that they use is the one that you're going to use in order to market your business. So talk in a clear and compelling way. Your marketing message must be clear, succinct, and easy to understand. Describe your business to your target audience in a way that will make them respond favorably. And by that, what I mean is, you want your ideal client to say, that's exactly what I needed. this is what I have been looking for all this time. I have done that. Why? Because the message, the copywriting that I see on programs, from people that I have signed up, it really talks to me. It's like they use my same wording. It's like they were talking, we were having a conversation face to face, and they was like, oh my god, you have what I really need help with. You can really help me. And so that is what your clients want also. That is what you want your clients to say, more or less, and so they can sign up for your program or the service that you provide. So that is why the messaging is so important. So these 5 steps are what I consider the foundation of your business. It's like building a house. If you don't have a solid foundation, the walls and the roof is gonna fall down. It's gonna fall apart. So build these foundational steps, and then you can start building everything else in your business. Then you can go and set up your business. Then your website, your up teams, and your email marketing, because your email marketing is about nurturing your audience, so at some point they will become your clients. So take the time to do it. If you need to go back and revisit, do it. If you need more help building the foundation of your new business or newish business to market, to help you with the marketing and attracting clients to the right people, let me know in the comments. You can always send me an email. You can send me a message on Instagram at Yaritza B Coach, and I'll be more than happy to help you with that. Thank you so much for watching, being here, and I hope you find this video helpful. And until next time, bye bye.